You are listening to the Joyce Ulrich Show from Toronto, Canada, Arts and Entertainment Edition.
Hello, old friend. Thought I'd call you up just to see how you've been keeping. As for myself, I don't know what to do about these crazy things I'm feeling. I know your life is upside down, and you got no time to be wasting. I'm sitting here gazing at my crystal ball. It's a bitter pill I'm tasting. I don't mean to make you sad, I don't want to disappoint you. I've talked so free and now it's me who needs someone to cling to. We've been friends for a long time. From a distance I have watched you. I could always tell by the light in your eye you were my best friend. My best friend. I've been trudging the Soul Star Road that leads to my redemption. Though my spirit gets weary, I'm breaking through old conventions. And you're striving to shake free the conditions of your childhood. Through all the glory days, I see the fears that drove us to the wildwood. I don't mean to make you sad, I don't want to disappoint you. I've talked so free and now it's me who needs someone to cling to. We've been friends for a long time. From a distance you have watched me. You could always tell by the light in my eye. Now you hang suspended high above this place, and I am trying to stay grounded, praying for amazing grace. I don't mean to make you sad, I don't want to disappoint you. I've talked so free and now it's me who needs someone to cling to. We've been friends for a long time. From a distance you have watched me. You could always tell by the light in my eye you were my best friend. By the love in my eye, you were my best friend. My best friend. My best friend. And that is my wonderful guest tonight. That would be Lisa Hartt. And you may have remembered Lisa Hartt, the Lisa Hartt Band from the 1990s. And, you know, a lot of things shape a person's life. And her life and work are deeply rooted in the legacy of her remarkable parents, her mother,
Barbara Eisenhardt was a passionate advocate for social justice and an active participant in the civil rights movement. And her dad, well, Jan Eisenhardt was a Danish-born Canadian soldier, athlete, and public servant, and was the head of Canada's National Physical Fitness Program in the 1940s. His visionary leadership laid the foundation for today's public fitness initiatives across our great country here of Canada. And carrying forward these values of advocacy, wellness, and service, Lisa has devoted her life to creativity, compassion, and community, with an enduring tribute in the principles she was raised with. And Lisa's journey as a singer-songwriter is a testament to resilience, reinvention, and the enduring power of music. From her early days in Montreal's folk scene to commanding international stages, Lisa has continuously evolved her artistry across decades. And after taking a hiatus from music to care for her husband, Lisa returned to songwriting to heal following his passing, rediscovering a vital part of herself in the process. And this emotional return led to the creation of 4 deeply personal songs, which is now they have been released, and we're going to be hearing them. And of course, we just listened to Best Friend, and we're going to be talking with Lisa in depth about her wonderful new release and her upcoming gig that you got to go see. So, Lisa, welcome to the program. You've been on the Joyce Alders show before, but this is a new era, a new day.
Fabulous, Joyce. I'm so pleased to be having this conversation with you again. I so enjoyed myself last time. So we've gone around the sun a few times since then. That's for sure. Congratulations.
I'd say so. Thank goodness, eh? Thank goodness.
Yes,
we're still
alive. I'm still on the right side of the grass.
Yeah, that's what I see. I say that too. Yeah, I'm above the grass. That's exactly.
I'm above ground.
Above the ground. That's it. Thank goodness. But the thing is though, when we get to a certain time of our life, we have even more to impart, and I was just, I was listening to something today about how it's really a double blessing for the young to listen to the wise words of those who have lived a bit, and your songs, these songs, let's talk about your latest release, because I don't know how to pronounce the name because it's
the new album,
the new EP, because we're going to be talking about that.
Well, the new album is called Hiraeth, and it's a Welsh word that connotes deep longing for a place and time, whether it's in the future or in the past, or home, or longing for home like a metaphysical home, or the godlike presence within ourselves.
Right.
So Hiraeth is there's no way to really pin down a definition, but it's a Welsh word. And my husband Michael was from Swansea, South Wales.
Right.
And it was his deepest wish to rest there. So I took him home. I took his ashes home in 2023 to so I had to dedicate the whole CD, which the CD or the album or whatever you want to, the compilation of songs, there's 10 songs, and they really talk about, it's a journey. So there's a recovery journey from addiction and alcoholism, my own personal journey.
Right.
But it could be it could be recovery from any kind of addictive process, anything that you're coming out of.
Any trauma.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's 4 songs that I originally called Arrival, that were produced with Chris Birkett here in Toronto and myself. And then the next 4 are my grief journey, where you're in the darkest days, and then you're alone after all the business of dying is over and everybody's gone and the party's over, and suddenly you're on your own, sitting down in the parking lot wondering if you should go up to the condo, because so many nights I would come back from work and just sit there and go, I don't know, I can't go home. There's no sound, but there's a song for that, right, called Quiet Spaces. And then there's another song called Best Friend, which is about my best friend Lorraine, who I lost far too early. And then another song called I Choose Love, which is you're not coming out of grieving, but you're accepting that the only way out and the only way forward is with love, right?
Yeah.
So love for humankind, love for your family, love for nature, love for society, whatever you want to put it there. And then there's a couple of really fun songs. One's called Private Party, which is really about when, for me, it was when I was on the road, and then what would happen we'd get so burned out, and we'd just want to be away from everybody because we'd start arguing, after several months. You're just like siblings. You're all like a bunch of cats.
Well, especially when you're on the road and you're all hemmed in, in little rooms and little buses and little everything.
Yeah, and girlfriends and boyfriends and wives and lovers all sort of angling to get your attention.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's called Private Party, where you just take off and have a few days in the sun. And then the last song is called The Night I Learned to Dance, which is a whole story about Egypt. My journey to Egypt with an all-girl big band and my adventures there when I was 19. So it's a real journey. I'm so proud of this work. It's the first work that I've put together in 50 years as I'm reclaiming myself as an artist. And I think I got a lot of balls to do it, to try.
I'd say so.
but I mean, I have to.
Yeah.
It's in my DNA. I cannot not write. I have to write. So I've had a lot of help. I mean, I had Chris on the first. Actually, Chris did 6 songs with me on this album.
That's right.
And then 4 songs with my new composer friend from Sweden, who I met when I was playing the festivals.
Yes, we're in Stockholm, weren't you?
That's a whole other thing.
That's another thing.
Oh my God,
yeah. You've been
huge
going
story. No, but that's a really magical story too.
We can tell it. We can tell it.
Well, you just tell me when, because now we're talking about talking about the album.
Let's talk about the album first, because first talk about your new songwriting partner.
Yeah,
and a producer as well. Is he not your producer as well, or that's another thing?
I met Jonas, the composer, because you'll notice on those tracks there's a lot more keyboards.
Yeah.
The first 4 was more guitars and other instruments, but not keyboards per se. But Jonas is a pianist and a composer, and he does a real Elton John tribute thing. That's what he does all year long in Sweden. But he's Elton John. Oh, he's incredible.
He must
What
be.
a voice. Yeah. So I happened to meet him when I went to play this a little festival called Lilleby Festivalen, which I'm hoping to return to this June. And I happened to meet Jonas because he was playing keyboards, and he happened to be playing keyboards with a gentleman named Janni Schaffer, who is one of Sweden's penultimate guitar players.
Wow.
And has a history forever and ever, and happened to know a young man. This is such a crazy story. He was actually one of the proteges of ABBA.
I was going to say had to be. Yes.
Yeah, young man, incredible songwriter. I'm sort of listening to him now, but I'm just like, I can't describe how I met him really. We were on a television show, CBC 2, the CBC Canada and Swedish Television 2.
Wow.
Invited me to go to Sweden for 2 weeks to film this young man, and I'll get his name for you in a minute. I'm totally like, what's going on with me? I can't remember.
It's okay. I understand. It's all good.
Oh my God. Oh, so we met in Sweden, and then he came to Canada and we filmed here. So we worked with ABBA in Sweden and a few other of Swedish singer-songwriters. And then we came back to Canada and we worked with George Oliver, and we worked with, who who else did we work with? Bruce Coburn.
Oh.
It was just a fantastic television show. So I got to know him pretty well, right?
Yeah.
And he died very, very young, tragically.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to find his name because this is ridiculous. I mean,
I understand, and the thing is, you did so well at these. Sweden is it's your home.
well,
It's your
Sweden,
second. It's like a
Scandinavia. Scandinavia,
is
we'll
your
say.
yes, it's your second home. It is. It's where I think it's where your heart beats. You know.
Yeah.
The HARTT beats, yeah. But yes, absolutely. You've taken that whole.
His name is Ted Gardestad.
Ted
Gardestad.
Ted
Gardestad.
Okay.
And he was the protege of ABBA. And what happened was, tragically, he had bipolar and it was not diagnosed for a long
my
time.
goodness.
He got involved with the cult, Osho in the U.S. He got involved with a cult there.
So
when he came
sad.
back from the cult, because he had been a child star, so he was like all through the time that he was a young man, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to his teens. He was like this poster boy for Swedish.
Yeah, so much
He's
pressure.
just a beautiful young, so
Yeah.
much pressure. And what a great songwriter. And so he had a lot of hits when he was young. And then as he started to get older, of course, this whole bipolar started to manifest, and they didn't really catch it.
Mm.
So, do you remember the Swedish Prime Minister died? Was assassinated in the 80s.
No, I don't
80s
recall.
or 90s. Yeah,
I don't recall.
the Swedish Prime Minister was assassinated,
Mm-hmm.
and he, for some reason, the tabloids decided that he had been seen in the vicinity running away. And they decided to do like a witch hunt on him, even though he was not even in the country when this happened. He was in Greece.
Oh my goodness!
So they did a witch hunt, and he couldn't take it, and he jumped in front of a train.
Oh my goodness!
Just tragic, absolutely tragic. But this young man, so they wanted to do a tribute to him and his music,
Mm-hmm.
and the guitar player that I was talking about, Yanni Schaffer,
Yeah.
was playing with this young man, Jonas Gideon, and they got me to come up and do a couple of songs of Ted's, and they celebrated his music all weekend, and it was a love fest for Ted, which was so beautiful. It was like a memorial that was waited almost 20 years, 20, 30 years to happen. So we became very close, and he started writing with me. So the 4 songs, there's Nobody's Wife, Best Friend, Quiet Places, and I Choose Love. He wrote those 4 with me, and just gorgeous melodies. I mean, there's no feeling like it, Joyce. And you send your lyrics off one morning to Jonas on his email, and 2 days later you get a ding, and there's a little idea there. All beautifully mapped out and composed, and you think, oh my God, because I've never done that kind of, I've always written my own music and lyrics. So this was a real departure for me, and something that I was really willing to try, because there's nothing like a good keyboard part for a singer to take off with, So.
I noticed a difference in the style, and I was wondering about it, and I love it. And it is a quieter.
Well, the subject matter, I wanted it to be much more, I wanted it to be serious, in a sense that I wanted it to have gravitas.
It does.
Not to be serious, but just to have gravitas, so people could sink into it, sink into the lyrics. There's a lot being said in all the songs, and they all have tremendous backstories, right?
Yeah.
So...
Well, we're going to play one right now. That's a good idea. So which one would you like me to choose?
I'd like you to play Nobody's Wife, because this song came to me lyrically fully formed about 5 days after Michael died, and I was trying to sleep and I couldn't get to sleep, and I was finally just sort of exhaustedly fell asleep and woke up with this song fully in my. I had to write the whole thing down, and I sent it off to Jonas right away. And I said, "Please, if you can, write something to this." Right. So he came up with "Nobody's Wife," but it's that feeling you get where, oh wow, I'm nobody's wife now. It's like it's. You'll hear it in the lyric.
Yeah. No. All of these songs are so incredible, and you do sink into them. So here is "Nobody's Wife," and this is Lisa Hartt.
She gets up to watch the sunrise. She turns around to smile. He's not there. It's those early morning moments make her catch her breath. Caught between the dreaming and despair. Forgets he's gone, then she remembers. She can't go on another day. There was a magic in their love that's fading in her memory. Stuck between the lines of her life. Now she's nobody's wife. Nobody's wife can make it all about herself. No need to ask if he's okay. Nobody's wife gets dressed to go out dancing. Nobody's wife sits alone. Nobody's wife can stay out all night if she wants to. No need to text him, she's okay. 'Cause nobody's wife just wants him home. Down to the beach to walk a little further. Turns around to show him he's not there. He's never gonna see that sunset in her eyes. Stuck between the lines of her life. Now she's nobody's wife. Nobody's wife can make it all about herself. No need to ask if he's okay. Nobody's wife gets dressed to go out dancing. Nobody's wife sits alone. Nobody's wife can stay out all night if she wants to. No need to text him, she's okay. 'Cause nobody's wife just wants him home. She's surrounded by the paintings of love and they share. She feels him in the air. Now it's time for her to grieve, then to move on. Nobody's wife can stay out all night if she wants to. No need to text him, she's okay. 'Cause nobody's wife just wants him. Nobody's wife just needs him. Nobody's wife just wants him to come home. Come on home. Where are you, babe?
Wow, that's gorgeous, Lisa. What beautiful arrangement and instrumentation backup.
I know,
and your,
I know.
And your
the-
voice.
The producer Kevin Fisher from the
Yeah.
U.S., from California, is a gorgeous singer-songwriter as well. And I met him on the second trip to Sweden, where I connected with a gentleman named Harold Payne, who wrote a song called "Music Speaks Louder Than Words." And I recorded that song in 1978.
Wow.
And I have been looking for Harold for since then. I've looked I didn't know where to look. So I saw his name on the bill. I'm going over to Sweden And the final roster was put up of who was going to play. And I see this name, Harold Payne. And I think, oh my God. So I looked for him on Facebook and all over the place, all social media. I wrote him and I reached out and I said, Harold, whatever happens, you have to invite me up to do backgrounds on Music Speaks Louder Than Words, this gorgeous song that he wrote that I recorded all those years ago. And he said, oh my God, of course. So we got together. We started singing and playing everywhere we went in Sweden. It was just great, just amazing. This guy's written for everybody. So I felt quite honored to be included in the little train ride, like with all these lovely singer-songwriters. So then he said, who are you recording with right now? I said, well, young man named Chris in Toronto. But I'm looking because I'm working with Jonas now. He's going to be a composer. I'm looking for somebody with a different kind of ambiance, something different.
Every producer has a different way of approaching.
A different palette, right?
Different palette, different colors.
So he suggested Kevin Fisher. And so I've been working with Kevin ever since. And even though the dollar is so low, it's still more cost effective for me because he's not charging a lot, right? So it's been a really good. I've been able to do more music, is what I'm trying to say, because I have to pay to play.
I understand that one perfectly. I mean, I know this. It's about Lisa Hartt tonight. But I will say, as Joyce Aldrich, I have a lot of songs inside of me.
I bet you do.
And I every time I would write one down and the music comes into me, I think stop, because you'll want this produced, and I can't afford it. So I must talk to you about all that. See if there's a way I can do that through your producer. But that your voice, I was just going to say your voice, and I've told you this over and over again, is so healing and so beautiful and so warm.
So I do my own vocals, I do them right here at my house. I do everything myself and then send it to him and he inserts it.
I do the same thing. I understand exactly how that works. Yeah. And do you find it, I'll just ask you this from singer to singer, do you find it far more relaxing to be singing alone in your home into your mic without the studio and all the cacophony around you? Do you find that you can get your emotions are a lot better, right? Like you can really feel the song? Yeah.
You can take a break, and also I do maybe 11, 12, 13, maybe sometimes 20 tracks. Yeah. And then I just pick what I really like, the tracks that I like. Yeah. And then I notate, okay, I like the bridge on this one. I like the tail end, the outro on this one. Yeah. I like the whole thing here, but I think there's something that we can pull from track. And I give him like a whole schematic. Yeah. And then we have a meeting about it, and then we agree on the final one to put in, and then it's always a conversation that's ongoing. And I feel for the first time in my life, I'm in control of my voice. It sounds like me. Yes. For me, it sounds like I'm beginning to sound like me.
Exactly.
And my voice has changed so much. I mean, I used to be a soprano, for God's sake. I don't have that range anymore.
It does change. And, even when Chris was redoing Buffy St. Marie's music, she was down. Her voice had become lower when she was re-recording some of that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. It happens. We get that nice low sultry sound. We got sexy voices, Lisa.
Well, it is what it is. I would love to have that range, but I don't have it.
No, but it's beautiful. And the thing, you become more relaxed when you're doing it that way too, don't you find? Like you're just relaxed.
I do. And I think it's been a journey for me to learn all the equipment. And I always had people doing that stuff for me. So this has been quite a journey just to learn how to navigate by myself and sing solo. And if you had told me I would be singing to my own tracks, I would have said, "Oh no, I will never do that." But I quite enjoy it now because I'm able to play to the tracks, with the tracks, play live. Yeah. Because I love that full sound, and it allows me to sing better Also, it frees me up so that I can actually just sing with the mic. And I love to perform and I love to sell a good song. So
Well,
by
you've got
sell,
something.
I mean really perform it. So I enjoy that.
Well, you've got something coming up. We got to
Yes, I
talk.
do.
We got to. Speaking of performing, this is a perfect segue.
Okay.
Yeah. So February 13th. Tell us all about it.
At the Women's Art Association of Canada, 273 Prince Arthur Avenue, right downtown in the heart of everything. Gorgeous gallery, over 100 years old. Emily Carr has been through there, my dear. All the group of 7 have sat in there. They have a library there of art books and installations that is like ancient. Like there's so much stuff in there. And it's just going to be very intimate, 50 or 60 people if I'm lucky, and just be able to tell my stories and songs, and a beautiful evening before Valentine's. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to sharing it. I love this, be surrounded by art. I'll bring a couple of paintings of Michael's and have them on easels beside me.
That'll be
so
beautiful.
that I have his energy with me, and I'm just really happy to be singing again live. I just love live singing.
Well, you are a beautiful performer live. I highly recommend people go, and of course we'll talk about this again so people will know exactly where they're going. And I know Vince, Jennifer, and I will be going. Usually I don't go out on a Friday night, but we'll be there. We'll be there to cheer you on. Tickets are purchased. Everything's done.
Well, that's the other thing. I've had so much help with this beautiful album. I mean, you introduced me to Jennifer's work.
Jennifer Herbert, she's amazing.
Yes, you introduced me to Lipstick and Dirty Boots.
That's right.
And then I've started following her, and then I thought, what am I going to use? And I thought, I wonder if Jennifer would do something for me, if it would work with what she does, without taking away too much from her. I think she did a gorgeous job of capturing all the symbolism of memory. I mean, wait till you see the cover, everybody. You can't see it right now, but it is gorgeous. And she's just come out with a graphic novel. We should give that a little.
Yes, that's right. I have it right in front of me. You have your copy. I have my copy.
I do have my copy.
Lipstick,
I got 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, good for you. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is a gift for a friend who actually went to her gallery with me. So I wanted to gift her the book. But I'm so pleased
amazing.
for her, and I'm sure we'll consider working on the next collaboration together, because we think a lot alike.
Oh yes, two Viking maidens, whatever. Yes,
2 Viking maidens. Yes,
I tell you, yeah. I think I'll join you. We'd be little Valkyrie maidens or something. Hi, anyway.
We can wear our little hats.
Our little our horns and our breastplates. Watch out, world! Here we come. Can you see it? Can you see the 3 of us walking down the street like that? I can actually, with lipstick and dirty boots on as well. We'd have to do that.
Absolutely.
But anyway, well, let's get back. We got to get back to this. Well, okay. So you're going to be performing. So everyone's got to get out there and see you. This is going to be amazing. So let's continue to talk about these songs. Yeah.
Well, we opened with Best Friend, and Best Friend was a song that's 40 years in the making, because I started writing it in 2001, if you can believe it. It's about my best friend, Lorraine. Now, without Lorraine, my dad's work would never have been recognized, because he was blacklisted by the McCarthy era after he did all this amazing work in BC with phys ed. During the war, he was seconded by the Canadian government to speak with the Canada-Russia friendship committees. And right after that came the 50s and the Cold War, and then the House of Un-American Activities in the U.S., but we also had our own House of Un-Canadian Activities up here. Mackenzie King decided that everybody had to be spied on. Every single person in the government across the board had to have their dossiers looked at. So even if you bought a communist magazine to look at, just innocently, you were on a list by the at the time RCMP. So my dad ended up on the list because he was very much disliked in Ottawa because he had, after his work in the army and his work as a phys ed, as the National Director of Physical Education of Canada, he decided that he would be the Director of Indian Affairs, and he tried to get all the sports back in the hands of the Indians, all their own Indigenous sports.
Yeah, like lacrosse and
yes, so he became quite controversial, and a lot of people had it in for him.
Wow.
So somebody decided that they were going to take him down, and they did successfully. And he didn't work ever in his field ever again. He was blacklisted.
That is so horrible.
So my girlfriend, so fast forward 40 years, 50 years, my girlfriend is working for Telefilm Canada in LA, and a young lady named Joanne Smale, who was a publicist in Toronto, was talking about a movie they were making called The Un-Canadians. This is in 1999. And so my mom had just died, and my dad was really in a vulnerable place. So I asked him about what he knew about the McCarthy era in Canada.
Right.
And he had never told us this story. We knew nothing about it in the family. And he said, "Sit down, I'm going to tell you a story." And he brought out all this documentation and pictures and stuff that I was floored. So I went back to Lorraine, who's now telling me about this film. I said, "I have a story for you." And I told her about Dad's story, and she said, "Oh, we have to get this in the movie." So this was a movie created with National Film Board.
Yeah.
So without her, my dad would never, in his 90s, reclaimed his life. Because of the movie, he was able to get he was able to get the Queen's Jubilee Medal, the Order of Canada. He was back. He was
reinstated.
Legendary.
Basically,
he reclaimed himself right in his 90s. It gave him motivation to keep going, and he was still running marathons when he was 96. He ran a marathon in Sweden, between Sweden and Denmark, because they built a bridge there.
Yeah.
And he ran that marathon at 96.
96.
And this was all given to him by my girlfriend, in a way. You know, she facilitated the movie and everything getting made. So this all to tell you what happened with us. In 1983, I got sober. But before that, I had a really rough road for the last 5 years of my drinking. And I took everybody down with me. I took my friends down with anybody who would come with me down that road. I took them down. Yeah. And she just absolutely refused to. She actually just said, I love you, but I can't be with you anymore. Like, she just cut off our relationship. So when I finally did get sober, it took me 9 years to earn her trust.
Right.
Yeah, a long time.
Wow.
She just watched me from a distance, right? The song talks about.
Yeah.
She was going through her own battles, which I had no idea about. And to this day, it just destroys me that I didn't know, with cancer. And finally, she reached out to me at some point and said, "I really need to talk to you. I'm coming close to the end of my life." And so we got together, and there was this whole redemption thing for me. And I was able to make my amends. But, you know, we didn't have much long time together. You know,
well, the song is gorgeous.
The pitch, it's just like we were friends for 40 years, but you can't destroy that. Like, alcoholism is a deadly, deadly disease. It takes people down. It kills people. It's terrible. So I'm very blessed to have lived this long, clean and sober, but the legacy is still there, right? The regrets and so I had to finish this song, and I put together a little video of her and I and all the pictures when we were young and stuff. It's so beautiful, and I'm so happy to be able to give that to her as a gift, and my thanks to her for everything that she gave to our lives. I mean, we have to honor our ancestors, right?
We do.
And our friends.
And the thing is, and you would understand this very well, that our ancestors are alive, whether they're, we're in the body, but I talk a lot about, crossing the veil on the other side. On the other side is a vibrant life of the soul, and she knows about this song and she loves it,
Absolutely, she knows.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. She gave me some advice actually recently. I had a dream.
Oh, did you?
I had a dream, yes. And I hope this doesn't sound too woo-woo to anybody.
No, it's the Joyce Aldrich show, please. Look who you're talking
to. Good. Well, anyway, I did have a dream, and she recommended that I take electrolytes and vitamin B1. Mm-hmm. So I have started that. So I've started that little regimen,
Has it been helping?
Because I've been feeling really low, like low energy and stuff. So any advice that you can give me from the other side, I'm calling you in, spirit family. Let me know. Reach out to me in my dreams.
There you go.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Oh, I love these stories. Well, I had Danny Marks on, famous, Danny Marks.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, and he talked about his dad reaching out to him and telling him what to drink, actually, something to help him.
Yeah,
health-wise. So you go back and listen to that show. It's in my archives there.
I definitely
on YouTube.
will. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, so we got more music here. Now, because we were talking about mental health, actually alcoholism, your brother.
Oh, my brother
his
Christoper.
Story, yeah.
Yeah, because I can't the reason I told you that I can't play one of the songs from the new album is because I haven't released it as a single yet.
I know, but you did send me.
But this one is called Don't Tell Me How I Feel.
Yeah.
And, Christoper, oh, wow. My best friend, we were only 3 years apart, and he really looked up to me. He was my champion. He was my knight in shining armor. He truly was one of those knight-like people. He was a glowing Shakespearean guy. He was like out of Shakespeare. He was in the wrong century. He should have been a Russian prince.
Was he like a tragic hero?
Yeah, exactly. He was just gorgeous. Swashbuckling and very, very polite and very courteous. And he was quite the guy. So he just couldn't manage with his brain chemistry. Mm-hmm. Something went wrong in his teens. And now they're finding out that a lot of young men around 17, 18 have these aberrations, right, with the brain chemistry.
Yeah.
So I hope they can do some work on that in research. But
schizophrenia as well, that happens around that sort of in that age, like in their early 20s even,
exactly.
It happens.
Exactly.
What the heck, what's that coming from?
Well, I always thought that maybe when he went out west to school, he told me that he tried some LSD and mushrooms. It could have affected his sensitive brain chemistry, who knows? But he was never the same when he came back, and unable to finish anything, unable to hold down a job, unable to just complete anything. He would like disappear in his mind, be gone. My parents got so worried. They sent him, unfortunately, the doctor recommended the Douglas. I'm sure he was in one of those programs that they were so vilified for later. But he never really was the same. And they put you on all these weird drugs and shock treatments.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's like, wow, endless. So the poor guy lived from age 17 to 64, really on meds and off meds and in homes, in halfway homes, on the street, in and out. Everybody would try and rescue him, and then he would go off the rails and destroy it, and then it just gets harder and harder.
The failure to launch. It's hard to get your life on the road.
But he always told me people would always try and tell him how he was feeling. So
Yes.
I said, don't worry, Chris, I will tell your story somehow in a song. So I finally did. He died in 2015 as a direct result of mental illness, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But he just, it was too much.
It's amazing
too
how
much.
people think they know, eh?
Yeah.
How you feel. And it's just.
But this song is so cozy. I'm singing it like I'm the protagonist, but it's really Christoper's story.
Yes. It's a beautiful song. I found myself singing it before we
Oh,
started
good.
talking. I was in the kitchen and I was just pouring a glass of water and I was singing "Don't Tell Me How You Feel," how I feel. It's so here it is, so people can hear it without me nattering about it, because you sing it beautifully and it again so healing and so beautiful. Okay, don't tell me how I feel, Lisa Hartt.
Running through the fields of summer in the golden sun, I had a kind of warning of the girl I'd become. That's the only girl you know, the shell that you see here. And now you're waiting for the day when I just disappear. When I was just a girl, I loved my family and my dog. Back then I didn't know I would end up in this fog. Don't judge me by the way I look, or by the words I use. Don't think you know my feelings till you walked a mile in my shoes. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. I'll go back to where it all began. Don't tell me what to do. I chased the sun at 17, tried to be a tennis star. I left for college, but I didn't make it far. I was stuck with all my fears that lived inside this crazy brain. There were days I couldn't slow down, speeding like the tunnel train. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. I'll go back to where it all began. Don't tell me how I feel. Don't tell me what to do. I deserve to have a full life, a house and family. It was a sweet dream that escaped me, though I tried so valiantly. Don't tell me how I feel. You don't even know who I am. Don't tell me what to do. I see more than you. And very, very soon I'll lay this burden down. And I'll go back to where it all began.
That's Don't Tell Me How I Feel. Oh, Lisa, that song. It's an anthem for so many, you know.
It is.
So
it really
many.
is.
And it's hard.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Not easy. Not easy. And
Not easy at all.
and it's so hard to find, you know, help. That's the other thing, you know.
He was very blessed. I mean, he had a great deal of help. The problem is that it's one size fits all.
Exactly.
And so he was such a creative soul that, you know, it was just very difficult for him. He actually became quite astute when he was in all those institutions over the years, you know, because every now and then, I mean, they'd have to put him away and all that nonsense that you go through and the more shocks to the system and everything. But he became very good at being institutionalized so that he would become the therapist to the new people coming in. And he saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of kids that were on suicide watch.
Really?
He was such a sweetheart. He was such a sweet soul. When he was in his right mind, he was just brilliant. He would have been a brilliant therapist, especially in art and history, like as a therapist using that.
Yeah.
But he was a very bright guy. He was an actor. They used him as a substitute for Richard Chamberlain. He looked like Richard Chamberlain, and who else was he? I guess that's who they used him mostly for.
Well, that's astounding. And, you know, the thing with mental health, you know, people, that our society is not constructed for creatives. Not really, you know?
No.
Because a lot of people who are creative have mental, quote unquote, mental health, you know, stuff. And
would you agree that I don't want to get into trouble for saying this, but would you sort of agree that we're all on, most creatives have to go onto an edge. They have to really balance being in the world that is very constructed around finance, especially.
Yeah.
To be able to juggle the imagination and where that takes you in art, and also be able to live on the planet, you know, according to the rules of society. It's very, very.
It's a razor's edge. It's a razor's edge. Exactly. It's like, you know, we walk the line, you know, because you have to be in the world. You have to pay your bills. You have to have a roof over your head. You have to have all that. But at the same time, there's a lot of sacrifice that has to go. You know, this is to talk about starving artists.
Oh, well,
there's a reason for that, you know, and it's not easy. And you have, you know, it's almost like you have to have a day job, right? Right. And if you don't, well, then other things kick in, whatever. But yeah, it ain't easy, as they say. But you know what? But you can't be what you're not meant to, you know. You got to be yourself, like you said. This is who you are. This is in your DNA, Lisa.
Oh, to do music,
to do the music and write. And you're also an artist. You're a fine artist as well, I believe. Yes, you are.
Well, I was studying with my husband. I loved it. It was something
you're
that
a great
I could have
artist.
done forever. I was starting to be really good at it too, and he died. Well, anyway.
He's got to be your muse from the other side. That's just the way it is, because your work is beautiful. Yeah,
it was getting there. Getting there, but I really do want to break out of all the rules too. I've got to become very good at actually just being able. Michael used to say, if nobody knows how to see, what you really got to learn to do is see, and then you can draw anything. So you really have to break it down into shapes and turn it upside down so you can actually see what's going on, and then turn it back to the right way, and you'll see that all the shapes all make sense.
Exactly.
Everything, as long as you can learn to see. Don't get bogged down in the whole picture and trying to get the whole thing.
No.
I never knew that. Like, he just taught me so much. It was so great.
You're going to have a good long talk with Vince Mancuso. He will understand that one perfectly, because that's me. That's Jennifer Herbert's husband.
Yes.
If anyone wants to know, he's an artist. He's and he's a prof.
Oh, I've seen his work. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's spectacular. But yeah, he understands that too. We are coming up close to the end of the program, and I want to play Quiet Spaces before we go out. So,
Okay.
and also before we even talk about that, how do people buy your music? And let's talk about your website and everything. That's important stuff, you know.
Well, the way to buy Hiraeth right now is that I have a Bandcamp. Bandcamp is where the artist gets all the money.
That's right. So, they pay the artist.
So it's
yes.
The actual address is www.lisahart1.bandcamp.com.
Okay, I'll put that in the description
I'm
box.
sorry. Because of my sinuses, I feel like I'm mumbling a little bit. I'm so
Not
sorry.
Not at all. You sound
but
fabulous, actually, for the sinus thing. Don't worry about it. So
okay.
that's so www.
I'm going to go to it now to just make sure.
Actually, I think you have that here in your contacts, don't you?
I don't know. I have my website there. That's lisahartmusic.com.
Yeah. No, you don't have Bandcamp. I would put you've got SoundCloud here, but no, Bandcamp has to go on.
That's new. That's where you can get the whole album.
It's really,
You pay what you can, and just let me get in there.
Well, they just have to go to Bandcamp and just type in Lisa Hartt, and that's Lisa, and of course, Hartt is Hartt. There's double T. So you got to have two T's in there. Okay, Lisa Hartt. So, and go to Bandcamp.
You know why that is?
No.
Because my real name, my maiden name is Eisenhardt.
That's right. So
Eisenhardt.
Yeah.
But in the olden days of singing, you couldn't use your name, especially if it had any German connotation, right?
Right.
So although my dad is Danish, he came originally from Schleswig-Holstein, which Holstein was Danish and Schleswig was German, and Bismarck united the whole of Germany. He took them both, right? So all the Danes had to flee Holstein and go to Copenhagen. So because there's still a castle there in Holstein or around there called the Eisenhardt Castle. That's hilarious.
Really?
I got to go see it someday.
You do. You may have. You've got a lineage there, kiddo.
I gotta go.
I knew there was something regal about you, besides the horns. You know, you got a different kind of crown. But yeah, lisahartmusic.com. You go there, and you can also you can see the music there and all the media and. All under her stories, and I would definitely go there. Definitely, Lisa Hartt Music.
So it's lisahartone.bandcamp.com.
Okay,
that's where you can buy it.
Okay, that's and definitely buy the music because it costs.
And follow me, please. I need followers.
Yes, I've got all your links in the your link tree in the description box. All people have to do is click on it and click on every one of those links and follow Lisa Hartt because you're going to want to know everything she's doing. Absolutely everything, and you got to go. Let's just say again. On February 13th, it's a Friday. Usually I don't go out on a Friday because, it's a Shabbos kind of thing.
Yes.
and
I totally understand that and I respect that very much.
Jennifer said, do you want to go? Because we're going. I said, I'd love to go. And I thought, I took a deep breath and went, I have to go. I have to go. So I'm going.
Sweetie.
Well, I'm not doing any driving. I'm not. And Jennifer bought the ticket. God bless her, love her. And so I had no cash has passed my hands. I will not have to.
You get some cookies and something to drink. So,
there you go.
It's a really cozy little place.
I'll
and
say a bracha over the
no stairs to climb.
Perfect.
So it's really good.
I'll do my Shabbos. I'll just sit there and listen to your beautiful voice. So let's say where you're going to be again.
I'm going to be at the Women's Art Association of Canada at 23 Prince Arthur Avenue in downtown Toronto. You can look it up. And actually, right on my Facebook, there's a place to get the Eventbrite tickets. If you still want to come, there's still tickets. So you can just click on the link there and it'll take you. They're not expensive. It's budget priced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So we'll get out there. So now we're going to go to Quiet Spaces. A backstory.
Right. So the story of this song is, this was a hard one because I've never lived alone ever. I went from my parents' house to band houses, living with groups of people, communal living. Mm-hmm. And then boyfriends, and then my husband. And I've never lived alone. It's so
that's bizarre.
Weirdly quiet.
Yeah.
So I'd be pacing the hallways, going past all these rooms and looking at Michael's paintings, and he's not there. And what am I doing? But finally, I've come to peace with it. And so Quiet Spaces is all about coming to peace with that quiet, with that understanding that the energy may not be on the physical plane where you exist, but it's there. It's palpable. It's in the air. So have a listen to this. It's gorgeous.
Okay, there's Quiet Spaces. And we're going to go out with this, Lisa. And I'm going to thank you so much for... And hang on, because when I finish going out with the outro, which is the intro, which was the outro... Stay on. So I just want to chat with you for a couple of minutes. Okay.
Sure.
So here we go with Quiet Spaces. Lisa Hartt, music icon. And it ain't over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over.
It ain't
That's
over
right.
till it's over. So we're going strong, kiddo. Going strong. Quiet Spaces.
Thank you, Joyce, for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, you are a dear heart. I love you. Okay.
I love you too.
You're a great person and a wonderful artist. And thank you so much for your beautiful voice and your songs. Here it is, Quiet Spaces, Lisa Hartt.
There's a stillness now where your laughter used to fall. Quiet in the corners, but it doesn't ache at all. I no longer chase your voice like footsteps down the hall. I've learned to let the silence hold you, soft and small. You're not a shadow, but a light I carry slow. In the quiet spaces, I've learned to let you go. In the quiet spaces, I still hear you breathe. Not in the ways you were, but in the ways I need. I'm learning how to walk without you by my side. But I feel you in the earth, in the changing tide. It's not forgetting, it's holding on just right, making peace with love that never leaves the light. Some nights the darkness pulls a little too tight, but I don't fear the quiet like I used to in the night. Your smile comes easy now, like a whisper in the air. I've learned to welcome joy without the weight of despair. Your absence isn't empty, it's part of who I am. I carry you in ways only time can understand. In the quiet spaces, I still feel you breathe. Not in the ways you were, but in the ways I need. I'm learning how to walk without you by my side. But I feel you in the earth, in the changing tide. It's not forgetting, it's holding on just right, making peace with love that never leaves the light. something that fades with time. It stretches and bends like a steady line. I've stopped looking for the end, found my way through all the pain. I've learned how to stay. In the quiet spaces, you're the breath between. In the hush of the morning, when my soul turns clean, I'm not who I was, but more than I have been. With you as my anchor, I can breathe again. It's not forgetting, it's learning how to grow, living with the love that never lets me go. In the quiet spaces, you're the song I hum, a gentle rhythm in the days to come. I walk this road, not alone, but I'm free, with you in the quiet, alive in me.
You are listening to the Joyce Ulrich Show from Toronto, Canada, Arts and Entertainment Edition.